Each machine comes with a material bag that contains a user manual and charger. Take the user manual and charger out of the bag and proceed by plugging the charger into the wall socket. There is no on-off switch in the machine. It's simply a case of plugging in and then securing the charger by tightening the little metal screw. The next step is to remove the white plastic water container from the machine. Take off the lid and proceed to fill the container with about half ice and then topping up with cold water. If you don't have ice, we would suggest using some water that's come out of the refrigerator. Once you've filled it to the top of the container, proceed to put the lid back on. Please note that there is a small air hole, so once the container is full, ensure that the container is kept vertical at all times. Proceed to drop the container back into the machine by holding the handle, and at the very end give it a small nudge down to secure it into place. The next step is to connect the cuff to the hose of the machine, ensuring that the white mark on the cuff matches up with the white mark on the hose. Push the two together until you hear a clicking noise. To connect the hose to the machine, make sure that there's a red stripe on the adapter. Connect to the red dot on the machine by pressing down until you hear a clicking sound. To remove the hose from the machine, simply press down on the plastic attachment at the back of the adapter, as demonstrated here. Once you've read the user manual, press the blue flashing light. This will take you through to the treatment program. By using the silver dial, you can navigate through the various settings, the first of which is temperature setting. You can toggle the dial left or right to select the appropriate temperature and then press down for enter. The pressure profile setting has 3 options, and you need to select the one that's prescribed to you by your physiotherapist. The pressure dwell time indicates how long the cuff will be inflated for. Once you've selected your appropriate setting, press down on the dial. Treatment duration is how long you want the treatment to continue for. Select that, and then auto repeat is for bed-bound patients and it's defaulted to off. Once you've made all your settings, the blue light will start flashing again, and you can press that to begin your treatment. To fit the cuff, make sure that you are in a comfortable position. All cuffs are secured using Velcro. Simply open up the cuff. Place, in this instance, your limb in an appropriate position and then wrap the Velcro cuff around the limb. It doesn't have to be particularly secure as the cuff will inflate. You also have the option to adjust settings during treatment. This can be done by pressing down on the silver dial and then toggling through all the different settings, selecting anything that you would like to change as appropriate. The ice and compression properties of the Physiolab machine reduce pain and inflammation and therefore accelerate the healing, recovery and rehabilitation process. Unlike traditional ice packs which only cool the surface of the skin, the Physiolab machine penetrates up to 6 centimeters, which is really useful in the case of acute injuries or post-operative care where tissue injury occurs much deeper than the skin surface. And this is where Physiolab is most beneficial. The Physiolab machine, in addition to having a limb cuff which covers both the knee and the arms, it also has a foot and ankle cuff, a shoulder cuff and a hip cuff that can also double as a back cuff.